Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, your girl Jen, if ever. Anyway, tonight, I can't sleep. What's new? It's been thunderstorming here the past few days, which is a blessing because I love rain. I love gloomy days. But today, I want to talk to you guys about some stuff that's been on my mind. And, with this whole digging deep into who I am, I'm really actually going into my personality and figuring out why I am the way I am. And I think it's healthy for everybody to do this once in a while, to just check in with themselves and figure out if what they're portraying to the world is what they want to be seen as. And so today I want to talk about character development in yourself. Okay, we all have. I'm sorry, the lighting is really bad. Let me see if I can pull some candles. Hold on, guys. Okay, that's better. Okay, but I want to talk about character development as a person, as people. Through time we change, and we have a pattern about ourselves that is recognizable to people, which is how people can continue to recognize us, because we have a pattern in what we look like. We are just a physical manifestation of a pattern. But growing up, what I want to talk about right now is growing up with adversity, with either you're in a rough household, or you're going through, you don't have anything to eat. I lived through that. That was my childhood, and a lot of people that I know, their childhood was very rough as well. But I want to tell you something, and if you're in this position, I want to give you hope for the future. Because I know it's hard. It's hard as hell to sit there in a situation that you are too young to grab the reins and control it, and it sucks. It's like, God, and you're sitting there thinking, like, how can you not have your shit together? And it's like, you can't really do anything because you're not at the age, and you're not in the position in the family to be taken serious when you want to take over. And so, you end up growing up. A lot of us end up growing up in families and in homes that are not loving, that are sometimes abusive, lacking affection, lacking food, basic needs. It sometimes it can be really hard to sit in that situation, and especially when you feel so alone. It is a hard thing to deal with when you feel very, very alone. So I want to give hope to people that may be in this situation or know somebody in this situation, and give you a little perspective on life. Because I know if you haven't lived through something or haven't experienced it, it's hard for the human brain to just fathom a situation that it's never experienced. So I can understand how people are sometimes not in agreement with things like this. But the benefits of growing up with adversity in your face. One, you get taught compassion. You get taught how to care for people regardless of what they look like. You learn to look past the outer appearance in a person. Because usually when you're growing up poor, you come across other poor people. You're around other poor people, which is like the lower part of society, quote unquote. And, so other people may look down on these people because they may not look the greatest. They may look dirty or whatever, unkept, but they're still people. And in their heart of heart, in their heart, they're great people. They're nice people. If you just sit down and talk to these people, you realize that they're just like you, and they want the same things you do, but they just don't have the resources, or other circumstances. You know, it could be a variety of things, but you learn to look past the outer shell of a person, and really you learn to get to the core of a person quicker. Because, you know, you grow up around people like that, so it gives you a more open mind. You learn how to appreciate things more. You appreciate the little things. You are really grateful for new clothes, anything new or any new experience. You're super grateful for it when you grow up. And it teaches you to be strong. When you grow up with some kind of problem, you develop a strong character. It can either bring out the best in you or the worst in you. Sometimes you have to let the worst come out to let the best shine, because you don't know what your best is until you've experienced your worst. And I'm not saying go out there and ruin your fucking lives, but like, if you're in a situation where you're at rock bottom and you are feeling like completely hopeless and lost, just remember, you can build from that rock bottom. You can take that rock bottom and say, you know what? No more, not today. And you can just start making decisions to live happier, and things will start going better. But when you grow up in these hard situations, you learn how to take those hard situations and use them to your advantage instead of wallowing in them. Some people, they do wallow and they get caught in the trap of the cycle of going through these, you know, same traumas and same addictions and shit as like our parents and stuff. But you know, most people, we make it out, hopefully. And I want to give people hope that are in these situations, because when I was younger, if I had someone to watch, someone older, who had been through the same situation as I had, it would have given me a lot more hope. Because the only thing I was holding on to was I didn't want to pass my pain along. If you know what I mean. You know, I didn't want to do that. So I always thought about, well, I'm getting off topic here, but you learn how to be strong. Things and people will try to come and knock you down every time you get up in life. You have to learn how to just smile at those people and walk away. Do not feed into negativity. Okay? I have a friend. This is a little bit off topic, but not really, because she grew up in a hard situation, but she decided to take the other route and feed into people's negative comments. And instead of her having a peaceful life with her 4 children, she gets in Facebook fights all the time with these random people that don't matter. And she's out chasing people, trying to beat their ass and shit. And I'm just like, girl, why do you have a choice in life, people. You have a choice. You can either believe and internalize what these people are saying to you and about you, or you can just realize that what they're saying and what they're doing is a projection of their own feelings towards themselves. And when you grow up around a lot of fucked up people, you learn how to spot these people quick, so you can block it out. So what I'm going to tell you guys, if you're living in poverty, if you're living in a rough neighborhood, if you are going to a rough school and people are really, really awful to you, I'm not saying don't not defend yourself. You need to defend yourself, but only when things get physical. In these hard neighborhoods, people are going to test you and test you and test you, because they are having such a hard time with their life that they don't know how to process. So they go out and they make other people feel like shit, because that's their way of processing and dealing with the pain. They don't want to deal with the pain alone, so they go out and make other people feel like shit. So you got to realize that when people are talking shit about you, you just have to say, you know what? Now I know what you feel about yourself. Thank you and goodbye. And ignore it from then on out. Eventually they will stop talking about you. But I just wanted to talk about these things because I think it's important to give people hope and give people something to set their minds to instead of letting it wander and then they go off and they get addicted to drugs or whatever may happen. If you're watching this and you're in a hard situation, please hold on tight and do not give in to anything trying to knock you down. You can make it through anything. We are so strong as human beings. We possess a lot of resilience within ourselves. You need to dig deep and find that resilience and hold on to it. And fight. Fight to be the change that you want to see in the world. I know it's a cheesy quote, but it's so true. Like, if you don't see anybody around you preaching whatever you want to see preached, to go out there and start doing it. You know, go start making videos about things that you're passionate about. I'm passionate about people finding themselves and standing up for themselves and believing in that they can achieve anything. I'm like a rooter. I'm a cheerleader for anybody that's around me, and I want to be a cheerleader for you guys. I just want to say I'm a little late on the mailing out the giveaways, but they are coming. I promise you. As you can hear in my voice, I've been sick. So my daughter brought home a cold on her last day of school. Thank you, Allison. But yeah, I'm going to get those giveaways out pretty soon. So I love you guys, and stay strong if you're in a hard situation. And remember, you can fucking get through anything. We are bad bitches, and we're going to fucking get through life. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.